and sharing you videos that I made in the past that you might have missed. So I'm going to be going live and just sharing them with you. Watch it. If you're a network marketer and you are, fed up in the game or you're struggling in the game, maybe there's some information I can share with you today that can help you, bring your business forward, help you make some cash, because that's what it's all about, making that cash, right? You want to get out of that rat race and start living freedom, having life of freedom. So I'm going to be submitting or replaying videos that I've played on my way to work each day where I share some information with you. So check them out. Here they go.
And husbands of network marketing, and I call it that because we are people who are married to the game, married to the industry of network marketing. We may be newbies, we might be frustrated network marketers, but we're going to win in this game, and that's why I'm here. I'm here to show you how to win. Now, I'm not a six-figure earner yet. Never have been 6-7-figure earner. I'm not yet in this industry. I'm not a leaderboard person yet. But what I am is a person who likes to learn, and I'm learning the stuff. And while I learn, I share it with you so we can learn and grow together. Now, today I want to talk to you about something that's on my mind this weekend, because what I realized is, although I've been doing the things that I'm supposed to do in this business, I haven't had the success that I desire in this business yet. And I take responsibility for everything, and I understand that we are the creators of our life. Everything that happens in our life, we are the ones who actually created it. So I can't point the finger or blame at anybody else for my lack of success in this area. So I'm trying to think, what is it about my mindset that has not allowed me to have the success that I was looking for or desiring in this business? And it brought to me this story about this woman who, years ago, I used to do motivational speaking, and I help people discover God's purpose for their life. And there was this woman who I was talking to one time. I'm going to call her Susan. I don't remember her name, and if I did, I would say it anyway. But I remember she had recently gotten married. And she married a guy who was younger than her and who she felt was more attractive than she was. She felt that she was not very attractive. She felt that she was a little overweight, not very pleasing to the eye, she felt. And so she didn't understand why or how she was able to pull the young man that she pulled, and how he was able to be her boyfriend and then later on her husband. She felt that he was going to be cheating on her. Like, she was very insecure. So she was doing things like, when he'd go out the house, she would follow him in a car. She would rent cars or borrow cars from other people, other friends, so that he won't recognize her car. And she would follow him around and see where he was going. And she never found him cheating. She would ask him, and he would always reassure her that he loved her, that he thought she was beautiful, and that he was not cheating on her. He was always reassuring her this the whole time when they dated, even while they were married. But it was driving her crazy. Like, she was literally believing that at any minute he was going to cheat on her. So I told her, you have to stop. Like, I don't care what is going on. You need to, when those thoughts come into your head, you have to stop those thoughts, because what's going to happen is you're going to end up bringing that into reality. You're going to make that a reality. It's going to be your fault that he start cheating, because that's what you're going to bring into your reality. She had all the symptoms of it, because one, she was constantly thinking about it, and two, she had strong emotion about it. Have you read the book Think and Grow Rich? He tells you how to manifest the things that you want. Have a strong desire about it, and think about it all the time. And that's what she was doing. So she was going to definitely cause her husband to start cheating on her if she didn't change her ways right away and stop, and forgive herself for that, forgive him, and forgive everybody, and just let it go. Well, sure enough, about 6-7 months later, she calls me back, and she was like, see, I knew it was going to happen. I knew it. You're telling me, because she didn't believe it had anything to do with her. She believed it was him. she was like, I told you he was gonna cheat. I knew he was gonna cheat. I knew it was gonna happen. I said, well, I knew he was gonna too. If you didn't stop doing what you were doing, you were going to manifest it. But she didn't see it that way. She just saw it that he was going to cheat, and now he's cheating. She was unworthy of him to start with. It was just crazy. But what I want to share with you is that's how it happens. That's how it happens with all of us. We focus on the things in our lives. Now, the world has it confused. They act like this is just something that we're doing, but it's not. We all inside of us. The Holy Spirit resides in each. We have a spirit. We have a part of the Creator, the part of Yahuwah, the part of God inside of us. And that part that's inside of us is the part of us that manifests and brings the things that we desire into our life. That's why in the Bible it explains to us that whatever you ask for in prayer and believe, you shall receive. And that's how it works. If you ask for something in prayer and you believe it, you receive it. Now people say, well, I wasn't praying. She'll say, I wasn't praying that my husband cheated on me. But that's exactly what you were doing. You were praying that he cheats, because your prayers is what it is. Your prayers is your feelings, your emotions, the things that you strongly believe about. Those are the things that you are, whether you are actually getting on your hands and knees and bowing your head and saying a prayer about it, doesn't really matter. What matters is that in your heart, in your mind, in your being, this is what you believe. This is what you believe. So that is why it is happening to you. That is why it is coming about, because you are actually in prayer about it, and we will get the things that we pray about. Whatever you believe strongly. Now, this brings back what I was trying to figure out. Now, I believe strongly that I will be successful in this business, and you will be too. But there's something that I must not believe strongly about. And you know, I started thinking about it. And I know, and we have to start correcting the things that we say. Now, I know for a fact, I say things and get angry when I'm listening to like the upline or people who have been successful in this business, and then they're talking about, you know, they say, I'm only going to work with people who are doing the work, not people who, and the people who don't have people, they're not doing the work. That pisses me off, because I don't have a lot of people, but I do the work. So you can't say because a person doesn't have a following like they have, and it brings all these people. But see how that part got me upset, and that's the part I realized I have to work on. Forget what these people are saying. You already know what you're doing, and that part right there, because I say, oh, I'm doing all the work, but nobody's just signing up, and that's why nobody is signing up. So we have to be careful about the words that we say. We have to be careful about the things that we believe. See, I have that strong emotion, because, and every time I hear, and you hear it all the time, you hear your upline doing trainings, and they're talking about people who, you know, because you don't, you know, they'll say, oh, you can send, all you got to do is reach out to people. It's a numbers game, and you reach out to people. Well, I reach out to people every day. I have a list. I have a whole list about, I don't know, about 10 pages of names of people I wrote out to. It's not, you know, they'll say, oh, you reach out to Sid, and they'll just sign up. One out of every 3 people will sign up. That's not true at all. But see, I'm saying it's not true for me, because I'm saying it's not true. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to be careful about what you say. So from now on, I'm saying, oh, it is true. And 1 out of 3 people. And I have to say it until you believe it. You have to repeat it until you believe it. They say fake it till you make it. That's what they mean. Say it until you believe it, until it becomes part of a belief system of what it is that you want and that which you desire. That's what it is that you have to do. Just don't speak things that you don't want. Don't focus on things that you don't want. Don't say things that you don't want. There's power in the tongue. The word tells us that. It's power in the tongue. So when you say things, those what just the desires of your heart, the things that you mean in your heart. So when I be angry at the upline for acting like they're weird, they're people that just haven't recruited 30 people, are not working, like they're not doing the work. That's something within myself I have to check. I can't control what they think and what they believe. I have to control what I think and what I believe. So once I am able, so I'm working on that part to remove that part from myself, to remove it, because once I remove that part, then I know that it'll start flowing. Right now, what I'm working on in the next 7 days, I will recruit 7 people in the next 7 days. I believe that. I don't even think it's 7 days. I probably have 4 or 5 days that I'm going to be recruiting that many people. But I have to have that mindset. So that's what is, we bring about the things that we desire. So we have to only focus on the things that we desire. So what are you going to be focusing on today? Now, if you are still struggling and you want something, I do have a free gift to give to you. I have what I call the 7 tips of prospecting on social media without feeling spammy or being ignored. And you can get it for absolutely free. I'm going to put the link above or below. It's called it's at www.mlmrecruitingsecretsrevealed.com, and you can get a copy of it for absolutely free. Now go out and start changing your mindset. Start saying, I am a 6-figure earner. I am a 7-figure earner in my network marketing business. I easily recruit people. Every 3 people I speak to, at least one of them will become my business partner. So listen, I want you to enjoy your Monday and have a blessed and awesome day. Hey, 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 party people, rise and shine, and give y'all the glory, glory. Happy Friday. It's Friday. So excited. Let me ask you a quick question. Have you ever went on vacation and had absolutely no idea where you were going? You wanted to go someplace, but you didn't know where you was going, so you just got on the plane and just said, hey, wherever I land, I'm going to just eeny, meeny, miny, mow this plane business, and wherever I land, that's going to be where I go. No, I can guarantee that you never did no crazy stuff like that, unless you're just absolutely crazy. But average person, when they plan on a vacation, they know well in advance. They plan for it. They may even, maybe a year in advance, they start setting money aside for it. They know where they want to go. They plan out every little detail. They plan out where what airlines they're going through, what time their flight is leaving, what time they're arriving, whether somebody picking them up at the airport, whether they're renting a car, they're renting in advance. They'll plan out, they'll look up all the things that they want to do while they're there, and they plan their trip way in advance. So not too many people go on vacation with absolutely no idea of what they're going to be doing. Like for now, it's March, and in August I'm having both a family reunion and a class reunion. So I'm gonna have to be in New Jersey for a week. So I'm planning out my whole week of what I'm gonna be doing while I'm there months in advance. I know what time I'm gonna be arriving, where I'm going first, what I'm doing, what I'm gonna do the whole week in between the reunions. I'm planning out everything that I have to do, because that's the way the average person plans out their vacation. But when it comes to their life or successes, or their goals, most people don't plan out anything. They don't even have any idea of what they're going, where they're going, or what they're going to be doing. They're just winging it. And that's not the way to be successful. If you want success in this business, you have to know what it is that you're going after. You can't just wing it. You have to have a plan. You have to know exactly where you're going, where you're heading, what you wish to accomplish, how you wish to accomplish it, and you have to have a step-by-step plan on how to get there. The same way you plan your vacations. When you have a vacation, you sit there and say, okay, where are we going to go where are we going this summer? Where are we going on vacation? And you pick a destination. Well, the same thing goes with your life. When you're planning success, you pick a destination. What does the end game look like? What does success look like to you? What is it that you're going after? You have to know these things, because otherwise, if you don't have a target, you're just aimlessly aiming, and you're never going to hit a target because you're not really even aiming at a target. So you're never going to be successful at it. So you have to know exactly what it is that you're aiming to do, exactly how you're going to do it. Make a blueprint, a step-by-step blueprint on how you're going to get there. Now, in this business, the main thing that you have to do to get where you have to go in network marketing, and let me just be clear who I'm talking to so I can have a target. I've talked to network marketers, but mainly frustrated network marketers or newbie network marketers who are married to the game. That's why we call this the Real Housewives and Husbands in Network Marketing, because you're married to the game. You're not going to quit. You're not getting a divorce. You're not giving up. You're going to stick this out until you become successful in it. And that means a person who's actively working towards a goal. And when you're actively working towards that goal, then you're not gonna quit. You're gonna get better and better every day. And I am no 6-figure, 7-figure earner yet. I'm not a leaderboard person yet. I am just a person who is a struggling network marketer who's in this for the long haul. And when I learn, I share with you so that you can learn too, so that we can grow together. I want you to have as much success as I have. I want us to, be successful together and knock this game out. So but you have to know, you have to have a target. You have to know where you're going. You have to have a destiny. You have to have a reason. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to figure out where it is that you want to go with this business. Let's say you want to be in it because you want to make $10,000 a month. You want to make $50,000 a month. You want to make $100,000 a month. You want to make $500,000 a month. You want to make $1 million a month. Whatever your goal is, it has to be something that you can really believe at this moment. So, if you only brought home, $6,000 a month all your life, it might be hard to hit that switch to believe you can bring home $1 million a month. That might be an unrealistic target, okay, for some people. Now there might be some people, can't put everybody in the same basket. But for probably 99.9% of the people, to jump from $6,000 a month to $1 million a month is probably a long stretch. So you might aim for first bringing home $10,000 a month. That might be your goal. Or if you're already making $10,000, your goal might be $20,000 or $15,000. See, that way you're not stretching too hard. But once you get to that $10,000 mark or that $20,000 mark, then you can make the leap forward to, okay, I've done that. Now my next goal is $20,000. Now you have to have a goal, and once you have that goal or that target in mind, then you have to make a step-by-step plan on how to get there. Now with this network marketing business, the plan is really simple. You only have to do what we call income producing activities. And income producing activities is mainly recruiting and selling product. That's basically the two things that will create an income for you. Bring your money to $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $500,000 per month by doing these income producing activities. So then you make a plan on how to do the income producing activities. That's where I come into play, because I teach you exactly what you have to do to make that income producing activity. Actually, right now you can go get a free copy of my it's a free PDF on the 7 steps for prospecting on social media without feeling spammy and being ignored. You get it for absolutely free. I'm gonna drop the link either top or below so you can click on it and get it. All right. So listen, you have a good day. Know what your target is. Figure out what it is that you're aiming to do. What is it that what are you dreaming to become? What are you hoping this business will accomplish for you? Is it something that's going to accomplish you to be able to retire and not worry? Is it something you're going to accomplish so that you can take care of your parents or retire your parents? Is it something that you want to use to buy a home? Is it something that you want to use to provide a formal education for your children? Is it something that you want to do to just be able to travel and do the things that you want to do? Is it something you want to be able to do so you can stop stressing about money every month? I mean, what is it? You have to figure out what it is that you want to do with this business and make that your target. And then from there, you set up the steps to reach your target. But you won't get anywhere if you don't have if you're not going aiming for anything. So you think about that. Have a great week, and it's Friday. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you later. Bye bye. Shine, rise and shine, and give y'all the glory. Hey, hey, hey! Happy Thursday, party people in the house. Listen, where am I going? So I hope you are having a wonderful day. I am doing Fields, and what I do, this is the Real Housewives and Husbands of Network Marketing. You don't have to be a housewife. You just got to be married to the game. We're all married to network marketing. I'm looking for people that are network marketers, who are frustrated network marketers, who might be newbies to the game, but not a quitter. That's why I say married to the game. Because even though you may not have the success that you want right now, you're not a quitter. You're going to learn. I'm not a six-figure earner. I'm not a leaderboard person yet. I'm not a six-figure earner yet. I'm not a seven-figure earner yet in this business. But I am learning. And what I do is, as I learn, I share with you so we can both grow. And the reason I want to do this is because, a lot of times when you speak to people who are your upline and stuff, and you may not be having a lot of success, or what they see as success right now, which means recruiting. A lot of times they think you're not doing anything. They'll say, I'm going to only talk to people that's doing something. But you are doing something every day. It's just that you haven't had your peak yet. So coming from a person in that same boat as you, I think it might be a little bit easier to understand and to grasp. So today I'm going to talk about the list. When you come into network marketing, they always ask you to write a list of everybody that you know. 100 people. Write down a list of 100 people. But nowadays they'll say, go through your phone book and hit everybody that you know. And you know what? When you do that, you go through your entire 880 people. I did that one day. I got 880 people on my phone, on my contact list on my phone. So I blasted out to everybody. And then somebody reported me to my cell phone carrier, and they prevented me from from sending out text messages for I think it was 3 or 4 days. I couldn't send out a text message because somebody reported me as spam. I didn't even know they could do that on your cell phone. I mean, I know they could do that on Facebook and stuff like that, but I didn't know that they could do it on your cell phone. And the thing is, I didn't spam everybody and throw a link. I didn't do that. I asked a question. That was all I did. Was I asked a question to people on my list, people on my phone book, and they said no. When you watch your upline, the ones that's very successful, the ones that have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 people that they've been able to recruit in a week or so, you say, well, how come their list is so responsive? How is it they reaching out to people and these people are instantly saying yes? But I'm reaching out to people and they're not instantly saying yes. Why is that? They just got a better list. That's what you think. They got a better list. They know better people. They have more qualified. If I knew more qualified people, then I would be able to do the same thing. But I don't know any qualified people. That's the thoughts that you're having. Maybe their list of people are better than my list of people. That people are more responsive than my list of people. But when you think about it, when you actually when I sit back and I like to sit back and observe a lot. I like to see what's actually going on. But when you observe and you see what the people that are already in network marketing doing, they're bringing their new people that they bring in, or people that they're able to throw a link to and they respond right away, are people who have already been in network marketing. They've been in a biz out with them already in the past. These are people that they know who they have met along their journey and who have been successful in network marketing. So that's why they're reaching out to them. But you don't have that same journey. You don't have people that you've been in network marketing with, because you might not have been in network marketing before. You don't know nobody. You might know one or two people, and some of the people you know may have had a bad experience in it. Usually, if you know a person that's very successful in network marketing and you're a business-minded person, you probably would just automatically have been in it already. So how do you find these people? How do you find people that are, business minded? Well, the good thing today is well, you can find them online and offline. Like you don't have before, you had to, just talk to the waitresses at the restaurant. You had to talk to the taxi driver, and you see these people working these jobs that you think, well, this person's living off of tips. They might be open to a new business opportunity. But now that we have the internet and social media, you already know who's business minded. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Talking to people that's not business minded, in my opinion, is a total waste of time. In my opinion, if a person is not at least business minded, they don't have to be a network marketer, but they have to be business minded. Because when you talk to people that's not business minded, people who have a job and they're okay with their job or not even making a lot of money, they're just okay with that, they will they always are the ones that's like, oh no, this is a scam. Is this a scam? Is this a pyramid scheme? Not realizing that they are the ones in the pyramid scheme, like at a job. Because you know what? In network marketing, when you come in, you are at the top of the pyramid scheme. If it's a scheme, you are the top. You are the CEO. You are the owner. You are the top person in your business. And it's up to you to build a business under you. That's how it works. So for people, but that's why it's hard to talk to people that's not business minded, because they just don't understand business. They understand a job. They understand just over broke, but they don't understand creating their business. So when you're looking to build your list, look for people who are business minded, especially if you're building your list on social media. And that's what we like to focus on, build the list on social media. So if you're going to build your list on social media, build a list of people that are, reach out to people that are business minded, people who own their own business, or people who have little side hustles, people who have been in network marketing before, people who have built a downline before. Now, these are people who will be making it a lot easier for you in your business, a lot easier to build up your business, because you're going to find people that's, these people are more open, they understand business. You don't have to convince a person that it's not a pyramid scheme, I just said it because I get people that say, oh yeah, I'm going to look into it. Then they go look at it and go, is this a pyramid scheme? I'm going to make sure it's not a pyramid scheme before I get involved. You got a job? You already involved. This is not a pyramid scheme. If it is, you're the top. You're the CEO. It's the only place where you come in at the top of the business. You come in and you're already at the top. It's just up to you to build beneath you. So when you're creating your list, look for people that are, that are business minded. And you know what? I just thought about it. I got a really great way to help you build your list too, because you know what happens when you build a list and if you have any kind of business online, you have to build your own list. You have to get people that are like-minded, people that like you and follow you and trust you, and you capture their name and their email address. And I have a system that actually does that. If you're interested in that, then hit me in the inbox and just let me know, and I'll share some information with you about capturing names and emails so you can promote to these people over and over again, because they say it takes about 7 times for you to get in front of a person before they even start to look at what it is that you're doing. So, and this is a great way to capture their names and emails and be able to do that to them. And if you want to get a copy of I have an opt-in list too. So if you want to get on my opt-in list and get a copy of the 7 tips of prospecting on social media so that you don't feel spammy or be ignored, you can get that at my link at www.mlmrecruitingsecretsrevealed.com. I'm going to leave the link above, below, wherever, so you can see it. Just click on the link and you can do it. So listen, I hope you have an awesome and wonderful, blessed day today, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. rise and shine, and give y'all the glory. I forgot my glasses this morning. I'm still home, but I did not feel like going back upstairs and mess with that alarm and everything just to get the glasses I can see. But hope you have a great day. Happy hump day, Wednesday. Listen, today I want to talk to you about mindset, because that is probably like the key when it comes to determining your success or failure. So most of the time we don't even think about mindset, but that's the most important thing. When my kids was little, I did want my children to be followers. I don't like people that follow behind people. For some reason, I never was the person that followed the crowd. Like, if the crowd was running in one direction, I would walk in the opposite direction. I'm not running where a crowd is running. I'm just not. I'm going in the opposite direction. Whatever the world is doing, I figure out what they do, and I do the opposite of it. I've just always been that way. Like, I never wanted to be a statistic. That's why I wanted to wait till I was married before I had my children. I wanted to, not be involved in drugs and alcohol, because I just didn't want to do what everybody was kind of doing. So I kind of made a path of being the opposite. And I wanted my children not to be followers too. So when they was little, I used to always make them say, every morning I would make them say, I'm a winner, I'm a champion, I can do anything, I'm a leader, not a follower, I love myself. I used to make them sing that and make them say that when it was important to me. And I remember I made them say it every day until it was like, I think when my son got in the 6th grade, he was like, Mom, why we gotta keep saying that? I'm tired of saying it, I don't want to say it no more. And then, so I asked my daughter, I said, you tired of saying it? She was like, I don't care. Like, she was always, I don't care one way or the other. So I kind of stopped at the 6th grade. But I did that because I wanted to program them. I wanted to program them to be leaders and not followers. I wanted to program them to love themselves. I wanted to program them to be able to think on their own and feel like I'm a winner. I'm a winner, and believe that they're a winner. So, and I can see the results of it today. I know that they both know that they're winners. And that's programming. Actually, that's what happens to everybody in society. Television programs us a lot to think and behave a certain way. And so a lot of times we think lowly of ourselves because mainly programming. Unfortunately, the world programs us in a negative way. It doesn't program us in a positive way. But that's because this could really get deep, because this is a deep subject and people don't understand how the world operates and how the world really operates. Most people don't understand how it really operates. They don't understand that the world is a battle between good and evil constantly going on, and we're pawns in that game. And we're programmed to think negatively of ourselves. So we're programmed to believe that, the only way to make it is to go get a job. They purposely programmed us to believe that. So when you start owning your own business, think about it. Like, how did you feel when you first, when you was in school, and did you think all the time, I'm going to own my own business? I'm not saying that everybody don't think that way. A lot of people do think that way. A lot of people are programmed to own their own business. And what I've kind of realized in life is most people who parents own their own business or grandparents own their business, kind of, it sometimes trickles down where the children own their own business too. They have that entrepreneurial mindset because they grew up in a household with entrepreneurs, and so they develop their entrepreneurial mindset. But if you grew up in a household with parents who worked and had a job, you'll have that get a job mentality because your parents push you in that direction. I know my parents push me in that direction. Whenever you talk about, having your own business or whatever, they would say, you better go get a job. I don't care. You need to get some money. You need to check. You better go get some money. Now, my younger brother, Sean, he never worked a job. He always had his own business. But ever since he was 2 years old, he worked as he knew how to take things apart and put it together. And my parents recognized his talent at an early age. So when he was about 10 years old, my father set him up on an apprenticeship with one of his friends who was an electrician. And so actually at the age of 12, he started his own, he started working selling newspapers. So he made enough money to start his own, he bought DJ equipment, started his own DJ business, and did very well at it because he used his newspaper clients. And every weekend they was having parties. He had he delivered newspapers to almost the majority of the town that I lived in. And they thought it was cute that this young guy was an entrepreneur, and they would hire him to do certain things. So his DJ, every weekend he was DJing somewhere. He was working all the time. And he was an electrician. So my parents was okay with him because they knew he had a visual talent. And the rest of us didn't have visual talent, so it was like, you better go get a job. I don't care what you got to do, you better go get a job. But that's how we're programmed from the time we're in school. School is designed to program us to get a job. That is the entire purpose of school. That's the foundation of school. Because before schools was created, people worked for themselves. They had their own business, they made their own money, they farmed, they sold things, they made generational wealth for their families. But the powers that be they started creating, it became the Industrial Revolution. They needed people to work in these factories, but they couldn't get the people to work in the factories. It was like, why would I come work for you? So they had to change the mindset of the people and have the people have the mindset of a job. And even now you can see it to this day, because when people start talking about people about starting their own business or getting into a network marketing, people will be like, oh, that's a pyramid scheme. That's what they say. And they don't realize that the actual pyramid scheme is having a job. Like that's the programming. The world has programmed them to see something that's beneficial for them to be a pyramid scheme, so that they don't get involved, so they can have that job. And you can sit there and say that's not how it is, but you got to understand, I just told you in the beginning, it's a battle between good and evil. That's the evil part. The evil part is to make you feel like what's bad for you is actually what's good for you, and what's good for you is actually bad for you. But most people don't see it. You have to, when you start thinking outside of the box or outside of your programming and start opening up your mind to other things, then you'll be able to see it. So that's the thing is, it's all a mindset shift. You have to change your mindset. And you got to actually start by thinking of things that, what is it that you feel is holding you back the most? Like what part of your mind? You know, when I start really knowing about the mind, well, I heard this saying one time that we have between 60 to 80,000 thoughts per day. 60 to 80,000 thoughts. And in those thoughts, 90% of them are negative. We have 90% negative thoughts. Out of 80,000 thoughts a day, 90% of them are negative. And we have to start being conscious of our thoughts, because most of the time we're not conscious of our thoughts. Our thoughts just come to us. They don't, like, most of us not even conscious of the thoughts that we're having. But once you become conscious of your thoughts, you can start changing them. And that's what I started doing. I started being, when I first learned this, I started becoming very conscious of the thoughts that came into my head. And if something came into my head that I didn't like, I would disagree with it right away. I'd be like, I rebuke you. That's not true. You know, you have negative thoughts. If you don't, like, oh my God, I'm so stupid. No, you're not. I reject that. No, I'm not stupid. Oh my God, I'm so fat. No, I reject that. Not holding on to that. Oh my God, I'm this. We always have, I don't care what it is, negative thoughts will creep into your head. Even if you're sick or you're not feeling, people say, oh, my back is killing me. It's a negative thought. Your back is not killing you. Stop saying that, because you got to understand your words. Your words is powerful. The Bible tells us there's power in the tongue. when you speak things, you're speaking prayers. Like, you may not realize you're saying a prayer, but you are praying, and you're praying over your life. If you're praying like, this back is killing me, eventually your back may kill you. And I'm not even joking, because you spoke it, and the words that you speak become your reality. So you have to be careful of the words that you speak. You have to be careful of the words that you think. They're not just idle words. Words are not idle ever. They're never just idle. Even if you're joking, you got to be careful with your joking, things that you're saying in a joke. Because things that you say followed by a strong emotion come to reality quicker. So if you're saying something like, if you're telling a joke and then you're laughing about a joke about yourself, that's if laughter is an emotion, and now you're following these words that you said by a strong emotion, you can manifest the thing into your life. It'll come into your life because it's a prayer. I'm gonna get on manifestation one day too, because we use the word manifestation, but that's the world blocking God out of our life and acting like you don't do. Let me just say this too. There's nothing that you do without the power of the Most High. It really isn't. If you understand that, you understand the power that you have. Most people don't. They have negative thoughts, and they think these negative thoughts. So today, we're going to become conscious of the thoughts that we have. You are a powerful business owner. You know how to recruit easily and effortlessly. People want to come work with you because you're such a wonderful person. You want to help other people win. You sincerely do. You want to help people win. I want to help people win. And I don't even tell you why I do this. I try to say it every day, but I help network marketers who are struggling or who are new to this business, newbies, to win. Now, I am no six-figure earner and have never been in this business. I'm not a 6 or 7-figure earner in this business. I'm not a leaderboard person yet. None of these things yet. I'm not. I will be, but right now I'm not. So what I do is I help people. I learn. And as I learn, I share the information that I learn with people who are like me, who want to win in this business. So go out today and become a winner. Be careful of those thoughts. You get 80,000, but that's going to bombard you today, okay? Out of those 80,000, 90% of them are going to be negative. So you got a strong chance of blocking those 90% so that eventually you won't have any negative thoughts. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye. Rise and shine, rise and shine, and give y'all the glory. Happy Tuesday, folks. I'm doing this, and I talk with frustrated network marketers and newbie network marketers, but go-getters, people that don't believe in quitting, people that's going to tackle this and win. Now, I am no 6-figure or 7-figure earner yet. I'm not a leaderboard person yet. I'm just a frustrated network marketer who's learning the business, that I figure I might as well, as I learn, I share with you. So as I grow, you grow too. Hey, that rhymes. Maybe I'm going to use that. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. I want to talk to you. Actually, do you ever feel like, like you just out here talking and nobody's listening? You out here, you giving your best work, you reaching out to people, and they ignore your messages. Reaching out to friends and family, they're not returning your calls, they're not responding to you. You just out here. That's they got a speed bump here in the parking lot where I live. So every day when I walk to the video, I'm always humping like that when I get to that part. But yeah, you are always reaching out to people, feel like you ignored, they're not paying no attention. You giving your good stuff, but they don't hear you though. You know why that is? See, the traditional way of network marketing is they teach you that everybody is a prospect. Everybody is a prospect. If they're breathing, they're a prospect. If they're standing next to you, it's the 3-foot rule or whatever the foot was. You got to talk to them and tell them about your business. Invite them into your business. Try to sell them a product. Well, the truth is, everybody is not your prospect. Everybody is not a prospect into your business. Just not the truth. Same way you learned the hard way that everybody not your friend. I'm sure you learned that lesson if you're a certain age. You learned that everybody is not your friend. Even though they may act like they're your friend, they're not your friend. But everybody's not your prospect. It's just not the way it is. Everybody cannot be a prospect. You know who your prospect is? You know when you're going to start having success? When you figure out who you're talking to. When you have to figure out your targeted audience. Who you're going to target. I remember a long time ago, I can't remember who I first heard this from. Who it was Dad Kennedy, Jay Abraham, or it was Mark Jordan. I don't remember, but the first person I heard, I know Russell Brunson talk about all the time now about fishing, going fishing. Like if you go fishing, if you throw a bait out, you just expect everybody to take your bait. Everybody's not going to take your bait. But if you go fishing for a certain fish, and you know the bait that fish likes, you take that bait and you put it in the ocean, and you know that this particular fish is going to be drawn or attracted to this bait. Then when you put the bait on the hook, you reel in the right type of fish, or the fish that you're trying to reel in. And that's the same thing with any kind of business. You have to know who you're talking to so you can know what kind of bait that they like. For example, I talk to frustrated network marketers. So what frustrated network marketers like to do is learn how to recruit. So I study people who learn how to recruit, and I find out information from them, and I come and I share it with you. So you have to find out the person. You know, your target audience should be somebody that's similar to you, because you're able to speak to them. You're able to talk to them. You know their language. You know what it is that they want and they need, because your target audience is you. You are your targeted audience. So what you want to do is go find people like you. They call it your tribe. Go find your tribe. Your tribe is people just like you. People who are after the same thing you are. People who want the same things in life that you want. Because you know what you want. So you're able to easily speak to them without having to, study about what they might want, or what makes them tick, what makes them stay awake at night. You already know, because it's the same things that make you tick, the same things that make you stay awake at night. So it doesn't require you to do a lot of research on the subject. You just talk about, or you learn the things, and you talk about the things that you're excited about, things that you need in your life, things that make you, things that make you happy, things that you're struggling with. That's what you just talk about. So you go out and you reach out to those people. Like, for example, if you are an empty nester, your children have gone and they're out the house. You know what that feeling is. So you can reach out to other people who are empty nesters, and you can talk to them. What are the things that these empty nesters might want? They might want to start creating a legacy for their family. He's just like coming over like he don't see me here. Like, they may want to start creating a legacy for their family. So they might, that's something that you can start reaching out talking about. Or you could be a single mom. What do single moms want? Single moms want a lot of free time so they can spend time with their children. So you can talk to them about your business and how your business can give them free time. Like, they can work from home, create money, and be able to do the things with their children that they might want to do. You could be a person, you could be a teacher. Talk to other teachers. What do teachers want? They might want extra money. They want to be able to, make money to maybe fund their teaching. I understand that teachers have to buy use their personal money to buy supplies for their classroom, because I think it's absolutely ridiculous. So I'm not using my money to fund my job. I'm just my job that I don't own. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. But if that's what if you're a teacher and that's what you have to do, you might want to make some extra money so you can fund that. So as a teacher, you can talk to teachers and say, hey, you want to find a way to fund your your supplies. Here's a way to fund your supplies without having to go, into your paycheck. Let's figure out who it is that you are. Let's say you are a nurse and you want to retire soon. You can talk to people about that. You say you're retired and you're living on a pension. You want to talk to people about making extra money because the pension is not enough. You used to making this amount of money. Now that you retire, you only got this pension, which is a lot smaller than what you were used to making. It might cover your bills, but that's all. So you want to be able to make some extra money so that you could do other things. Find out who you are. Who's your avatar? And when I say avatar, I mean find somebody that you can really talk, like really be creative, like in your mind create the exact person who you're going to be talking to. Like I'm going to be talking to a 55-year-old empty nester whose last child just went off to college. Now they're home with their husband and they're going to start building a life. They want to start traveling and they want to start creating that generational wealth. And you picture what this person looked like. If you're a female, she might be a female. She might, what are her hobbies and her interests outside of her job or outside of her home? Get a clear picture of who it is that you're speaking to so that when you speak to them, they hear you. It's like, you ever see an ad where it says, attention network marketers, attention homeowners. They only want people that's homeowners to stop and look. They only want people that's network marketers to stop and look. If you're not a homeowner, if you live in an apartment, you're not going to look at it. You're not going to waste your time reading attention homeowners. But that's what you want to be able to do. When you talk to your tribe knows who you're talking to. So that's the lesson for today. So get out there and figure out who you're talking to. Don't talk to everybody. Everybody is not your prospect the same way everybody is not your friend. Have a blessed and awesome day. Hey, party people. Hey, rise and shine, and give y'all the glory. I'm Dawn Fields, and I speak to frustrated network marketers who are relatively new but still go-getters. Want to learn this business, want to conquer this business. Now, I am no 6-figure or 7-figure earner in the network marketing industry yet. I'm a leaderboard person yet. What I am is somebody who has studied and loves studying. And once I learn something, I share it with you. Now, today I want to talk a little bit different. I'm going to tell you about something that I found, a cause that I have gotten behind, because I think this is a network marketer's dream. I think it just really is a network marketer's dream. I've only been in networking 2 years. In those 2 years, I've been in a few companies. And one of the reasons I left certain companies is because, actually, as a person, my upline that I know, like, and trust, and I moved along with her, but there's been a reason behind it. And most of the time, I haven't actually made too much money in the industry, and there was other businesses. But then the thing is, no matter what, you still have to maintain an ordership, whether you make money or not. So it just really feels like a way for the company to always make money, and not that many people make money. You don't just have a dream and you chase the dream, but you're not really making money. I actually had to quit one of the companies at one point because I couldn't focus on it. I couldn't even pay I had a $150 monthly bill to pay to stay in that company. And when I moved to Louisiana, I had a big problem with my bank, which I still have a big problem with my bank, but it's over years, still hasn't been resolved. But when I moved down here, all of my money was transferred. I had a bank that I had for 20-something years, but that bank didn't exist here. So I had to get another bank, and when I did get another bank, and I did a wire transfer to transfer the money over, the new bank stopped the transaction as suspicious activity And so my money was in limbo. And to this day, my money is still in limbo. They have not rectified the situation yet. So it's now I got lawyers and stuff involved, so I'm not gonna go into it. But I mean, I'm good now because I had to get a job. So I had to quit because I couldn't afford to keep paying this. I didn't have a way of paying this $150 a month. So you lose your business because you don't pay that. And most of these companies, you ever watch Shark Tank? If you watch Shark Tank, you see that they make these products that they sell for very little money. Usually under $12. If it's $12, that's a high end. They're not even really messing with it if it's $12. So they're usually making like $3 or $4. That's the average of these products make. And then they sell it to the public for way higher than what it costs for them to manufacture. And that's the deal with these network marketing companies. They have these products, supplements, or whatever it is that they're selling, and they buy them for pennies on the dollar, and then they mark them up and they sell them to you for 10 times the amount that they paid for it, because they have to be able to pay their reps. So that's why they're not selling. I mean, they don't pay advertising. They use the reps as the advertising, but then they 20 times the price, and they make the reps buy it every single month or to stay active. But the only reason they make you buy it every month is to make sure that the money flows up, that people get paid, that people have money. Everybody understands that. But I found a company that they are the total opposite. They're actually revolutionizing the network marketing industry. They are doing everything the complete opposite of what every other network marketing company is doing. So I believe eventually they're going to put the other companies out of business because the other companies are not going to make it compete. They're selling their products 50 to 90% cheaper than everybody else. Let's say they got a multivitamin that if you're a member, you only pay about $8 for it. The same multivitamin any other company costs you about $35, $40 a month to keep. Everything that they have, and even my son uses this protein shake. He drinks a protein shake every day. I was ordering it before. I was ordering a protein shake on Amazon, and then they started actually selling the protein shake at Walmart. So I stopped ordering it on Amazon and just started buying it from Walmart. But at Walmart, the big bottle was costing $40 and the smaller bottle costs $21. Now I get a better quality one for only $17. Like, it's just absolutely bananas. And this company does not make you pay, or you do not have to purchase the products if you don't want to. Now, you should want to because they're really great products and you're not going to get them cheaper anywhere else. Every place else is going up in prices. This is the only place that's going down in prices. And they even get ready to come out with a collagen. And that's going to actually put out all these network marketing companies that sell that product for astronomical prices. They also sell a CBD oil for way less than, I was paying $129, and I think this is like $20 or $29. So you're saving so much money, and you're not required to buy the product. Only thing that you are required to do is maintain a membership, the same way you would with your Netflix or with a Costco's membership card or BJ membership card. Or everybody's doing membership now. They're even saying that Facebook is going to come out with a membership. I don't know how that's going to work. Especially since they, on their page, they say they've been saying for years it's free and it's always going to be free. So, and I don't see why they would, all the advertising information that they're gathering from us, I don't see why they would ever pay anybody to, I'd be a fool to continue to pay to be on Facebook, but I have to pay. They should be paying me for all the information that all the money that they're making for my information that they're advertising to me for. So I think that would be a stretch. Everybody should sue them for privacy. But for collecting their data, get their money back on their data. But anyway, that's a whole nother subject. But A lot of people are going for membership, so that's all you pay in this company. You pay by membership. And the cool thing is, you can buy the membership for the year and save 20%. I paid the membership for the year, so I don't have anything coming. I don't pay anything. And what's cool about it is, if you bring people in, if you bring people into most companies, the average person quit after 2 or 3 months. So then you bring people in there, all the people you brought in is gone, and you got to keep starting over and over and over again. For this, they come in and they pay the yearly fee. You at least have them for a year, at least a year. You have a person, and usually a person's been here for a year, they're not going to quit, because this company is made on a power line and a matrix. So you, depending on how fast your team, how fast your team is built, how fast your matrix is built, you can get $2,000 up to $2,000 a month if you never did anything. If you just came in, bought a membership, and bought the products whenever you felt like it, you still can get, if you bought an affiliate, pay to be part of the affiliate, you still could make $2,000 a month without ever bringing anybody in. If you bring in 2 people, you can still make $4,000 a month by just bringing in 2 people. That's it. So it's amazing, and I think it's amazing. We're good for people that's struggling in it. It's not even that you, like some people say, oh, you come in, the ones that's been in it for a while, the ones that always act like people that don't have 1 million people in, aren't doing anything. They be like, oh, you're gonna come in and sit. You're not. A lot of people aren't coming in and sitting. You're actually working very hard every day. You just have not accumulated a fan base like they have over the past 20 years, or met people in the industry where you can go and talk to these people and tell them about your opportunity, and they listen. So you're building it from scratch, so it might take you a little longer. But I do know, they're like, oh wow, hold on, this truck just cut me off. But yeah, so this place pays you even when you may not be making, being able to bring anybody in. It would be in your best interest to bring as many people as you can into the business, because it builds a lot faster and you get money. Like I've got money 4 weeks in a row, but I haven't personally grown my team 4 weeks in a row. I grew my team maybe like 2 or 3 weeks in a row, but I got paid 4 times in a row, so I'm loving it. And today is Thursday. I think today or tonight, tomorrow, one of the two get paid Thursday or Friday. But they're just changing the entire industry. They're changing the industry because, one, you don't have to pay ownership. I think that's the biggest plus for me, that I don't have to pay anything every month. I don't have to stress over paying anything, and you don't lack anything. You still get the website that everybody else did. You still got all of the training and everything that every other place offers you. The next thing is the products. Like when you go into your friends and family and you're selling the products to them, they're inexpensive. You don't have to go to somebody and say, hey, take my juice for $75. And then people say, oh, I can't get it this month. That's a little too high. I mean, you say, hey, here's some vitamins that'll last you for 2 months for $8. Oh, here's so it's just a whole lot easier to sell these products. And the products people say, oh, they're cheap because they're cheaper made quality. That's an absolute lie. They give you the complete breakdown of everything that's in it, and all of the products is organic, U.S. certified organic, and they're just ingredients in it is top of the line ingredients. So they're not skimping on the ingredients. They're just not charging. They're just not ripping you off like most network marketing companies are doing. If you are in a network marketing company and you're paying an astronomical amount of money just to stay active each month, and it's a struggle for you, then maybe you should start thinking about this company. This company is called Live Good. And if you want to take a free tour, let me give you a link to take the free tour. This is called GoAheadTakeTheFreeTour.com. Just go to GoAheadTakeTheFreeTour.com and just take the free tour. Watch it. It's a 6-minute video there for you to watch. After you watch the 6-minute video, just follow the prompt when they tell you to take the tour. it's a free tour. So just take the free tour. So go ahead, takethefreetour.com, and go ahead and take the free tour. I'm sure it'll be a lot better, at least a lot less expensive than your opportunity that you're in right now. Now, if you're married to your opportunity and this is like, oh, it's impossible, I'm not changing my opportunity. No, I love it. Then fine, I'm not telling you to change. But if you're a person that's struggling and you want to be able to make money now, I mean, people who have been struggling for a long time in other industries are making money now. We got a guy who just made Diamond, which is the top position. He's been in network marketing for 20 years. In the 20 years, he's never made more than $100 or $200 the entire time he's been in network marketing. Now he's a diamond. That means he's making a lot of money and getting a percentage of the company's growth. So, and this is his first time ever in 20 years. And he did it in a short period of time. Like the company hasn't been out that long. So he's done it in a short period of time. And he's not the only one. People who have never won before are winning now. So go ahead and take the free tour. That's the website. Go ahead, takethefreetour.com. Go ahead and take the free tour. After you take the free tour, thank you later, all right? You have a blessed and awesome day. Bye-bye.